Hi, my name's Chef Dave Kamen, and today we're going to be demonstrating the Panasonic Bread Maker using a delicious recipe called roasted garlic and artichoke bread. So we have a variety of ingredients over here, and we're going to start off with some nice warm water. The water is about 110 degrees because we want to be able to activate the yeast as we get things going. So we're going to go ahead and add our water. We have a small amount of sugar. We have a quarter cup of olive oil. And then we're going to measure in 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay? Now we have some of your favorite red hot sauce, just a couple of drops, and you can add a little bit more or a little bit less, depending on how you like it. The flour we're going to use today is a mixture of high gluten flour and bread flour. We have a cup and a half of each of the flours, and we're just going to gently drop those right in there. So we have the flour, and then we have some wonderful roasted garlic. This is 1 whole bulb of garlic that's been roasted. That goes right inside there. And then we have our instant dry yeast. A cup of grated fresh Parmesan cheese finishes it off. And then we're going to take this and set it right up inside our bread maker, lock it in place. One of the great features of the Panasonic Bread Maker is it has a drop-down tray that we can add things to for garnish, and the machine will automatically open up that tray and let things fall right in. So this is where we add the artichokes. So now we have half a cup of artichokes, and these are just some very basic canned artichokes, or of course you can boil your own if you like to. We're going to take them and toss them around inside the flour, and that way they don't stick to the pan. And we're just going to drop these floured artichokes right here into the drop-down tray. And that's all there is to it. We'll close the door, and then we'll go ahead and start it up. So we're going to set up the bread maker for a basic size. We're going to do a rapid bake and a dark crust. We have it all set up. Push the button, and we'll see you back here in 1 hour and 55 minutes for some really good bread. The Panasonic Bread Maker takes care of all the steps necessary for making quality bread for you. Once you've added the ingredients to the bread pan and placed any extra items in the automatic drop tray, the bread maker takes over from there. The process in the bread maker is the same as if the bread were being made at the local bakery. The ingredients are mixed first at a medium speed with a kneading blade to create a shaggy mixture. Gradually, the dough develops a smooth, springy appearance. This stage is where the gluten is developed and uniform air pockets are created to allow the bread to properly rise. The bread maker will continue to knead the dough, but every so often it'll pause to let the dough rest and avoid overmixing. The goal is to create the perfect environment for the dough to rise. The oven's unique microprocessor allows it to bake the same delicious bread on both hot and cold days. At the perfect time, the items in the drop tray will be added to be fully incorporated into the dough. Once properly kneaded, the dough will then rest and continue to rise. The dough will almost double in size to develop the perfect texture. This is called proofing and can take up to 1 hour depending on the baking option you have selected. Once the dough has risen to the appropriate level, the bread maker will begin to bake the bread and continually monitor the temperature. Finally, the bread oven will let you know that your bread is ready with a friendly beep. So it's been 1 hour and 55 minutes, and our bread maker just beeped, so we're ready to go ahead and take a look at our bread. So we'll open up the door and look at that golden brown crust. It's beautiful. It's risen very, very nicely. Let's go ahead and unmold it. You want to be very careful when you unmold it because the pan is hot and the handle is hot. So we're going to take it out and just carefully turn it over right onto our cutting board, and it should slide right out for us. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. So there's our nice crust. It smells delicious. Let's go ahead and cut up on our bread and see how it looks. We want to make a few nice slices out of this. And it's a delicious looking loaf. Nice crumb structure. Cuts very evenly. This is going to be great. Wow. That's amazing. All right. Another beautiful loaf of bread done with our Panasonic Bread Maker.
Roasted garlic and artichoke bread. What a great way to use the unique feature of the Panasonic Bread Maker, the dispenser. For videos, tips, more recipes, and even an area where you can ask the chef, come to our virtual test kitchen at panasonic.com/bread.